Oh, Pedro, thank you so much for the subscription. It's really appreciated. Thank you, thank you. All right, so let's set those feet aside. And I just realized, I was not seeing myself in full screen here. I didn't have OBS maximized. But again, Pedro, thank you very much. It's really appreciated. Thank you, thank you. All right, are you guys ready? Let's see what I have here. So here's the Lego40. Let me take a look. The anodizing looks good. I definitely see a few spots here. Maybe you guys can see as well. It's a little darker on the top and here. But I like that it has like this insert that attaches. I think that's the plate, right? So it's a sandwich mount. 40%. They sticker the whole thing, so hopefully and thankfully this is not polycarbonate. There is a scratch here, you guys can see that, but it's on the bottom. There are no feet because I think that those things are gonna go here and here, so not a problem there. Let's unscrew this thing. Really hard to get this, and I don't know where my, oh, here it is, tweezers are. Let me try with the tweezer from here. So yeah, I'm quite happy that we don't have any marks on the aluminum here, just a little bit of gunk. I can feel it. So let me peel the rest and then we're gonna clean this off properly. So let me do that. So this is IPA or isopropyl alcohol. Try and remove some of that gunk. Yeah, it was mostly on the bottom. We don't have it on that side. We have a little bit here. Yeah, definitely better. Yeah, we have a few marks. Oh wait, I think those were dirty because I don't see the marks anymore. So hardly any. And I think the reason it's called Lego is because of those connections that we have both here and on the back. So question here is, does the back come out? Yes, it does. So we don't have to do anything else. And here's the PCB. Let's take a look. Oh, it's a Daisy PCB. So nice. I am very familiar with this layout. So that is definitely fine. We have the screws here. And then we have the plate. And this should go in like so. So here's one thing I'm thinking about doing. I was thinking about getting a polycarbonate plate for this build, so we could see the underglow maybe around here. I don't know if that's gonna work or not, but I may do that, or acrylic. We'll see. We'll see. Alright. So I'm very familiar with this PCB. I'm definitely familiar with this layout. But let's take a look at the anodizing here. See if my camera will successfully focus, which I doubt. Yeah. Oh, wait. Did it just? Oh, look at that progress. So as you can see, the anodizing is quite good. There are no streaks. Everything that you see here, I don't think is a mark from the anodizing itself. It may be. Let me see. Yeah, maybe this one is, and so is this. So yeah, a little mark here, a little mark here as well. So it's not flawless. Yeah, a few here as well. But overall, I didn't pay much for this. I don't remember it exactly, but it was 100 and something. So around the ballpark that you would pay for a Daisy case, right? Yeah, there's a little mark here. I can't see, but I can definitely see it on camera. Little detail here. Here on the back, not much. But yeah. Any questions about this in particular? Here's what I think I'll do. Let me grab some. And I just finally received my 300 retooled PCB mount blacks. So we're gonna use a few of those to secure the PCB. Yes, it does have a texture, definitely. It's like when you have something sandblasted. It has this texture. And very unique too. I've never seen this texture before. And unfortunately, the daisy is north facing. It's a bummer. And I don't think my daisy plate allows switch top removal like this one, which I like. There we go. So we are going to use this to secure the PCB secured as we store the PCB. I said there was no feet, but apparently they have those. So let's screw in the optional feet to see the difference it makes. Hold on. It seems like a little rough to put the bottom piece back on. Will that be a problem? Let's see. No. Just, oh, maybe. It's not fitting exactly. Let's see. Try to take this out. It was like this, I think, when it came. So maybe we can try to take these feet off to see if it's supposed to. Wow, those are really stubborn. Oh, this GB, it didn't run on US or on the East. I think it was only in China, from what I read. Yeah, and you see this, with this, it seems to fit a little better this side. So let's see if we can screw the feet. So let's see if it's supposed to be like this. I think the feet should go in, wait, like this? It's just weird. Supposed to be, yeah, I don't get it. Maybe, oh yeah, here. I don't know why it has the other screws. Maybe the other screws are only for, yeah, I don't get it. So yeah, the GB was only in China. And guess what? The guy sent me only, oh no, hold on. I was saying that the guy only sent me 3 screws, but I was wrong. I found another one. So let's screw it in and see if I like the angle. For an adjustable height? Yeah, I think so. Maybe if you, yeah, that makes sense, Blind Joker. Because then if you pull it up, it's gonna have a higher angle. I think that's what it is. And you can try both. So it looks like on this side, this screw on the front here is not going in all the way. It's kind of weird. Definitely not working. Let's see. Let me try the screw alone. Yeah, no, it is working. So it's something else. Let me see this one here. Probably a misalignment. Yeah, much better now. All right, properly secured. And yeah, it seems like it has a nice angle. I wouldn't like it to be higher than this. So let's take a look at it with the feet on. Here's how it looks on the back, on the side, and then the bottom. So I would still put maybe a rubber feet on the front here, so it doesn't. Let me see if that's yeah. You see it slides a little bit, even though this is rubber. Let me see if I have a small rubber feet. And I think this is the smaller that I have. Let me try those. Let's put it here, right along the corner, like that. And one here. Yeah, way better. So I'm trying to push this forward and it's not doing anything. That's cool. All right, any other questions about the Lego40? I'm gonna unbox the servo thing just to take a look. All right, let me put this away. Let's take a look at that servo thing that I was showing you guys earlier. Clean my mess here so you guys don't see it. Also known as moving my mess elsewhere. Okay, let me see what we got. Okay, let me see how many I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 sheets. Let's take a look at one by one. So I have this that is 1/10 of an inch thick and 6 by 20 inches. So this would fit a 60%, no problem. I have bigger ones, which are squares, which I think is enough for 60% or even more if you're doing like a full size or something like that. Those are also 1/10 of an inch, which I think is kind of perfect. The ones that I have are a little thicker than this, so this 1/10 may be better. And then the rest I think is more of the same. Let me double check. So yeah, 6 by 12 by 1/10. I have 2. I didn't see this group by. That is awesome. Yeah, like I paid for all this like 100 and something. So I have a third one of the exact same type and a fourth one of the very same type. And then the other one is the same, but they are 12 by 12. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. So 4 of each, basically. And I must be honest here. I tried other materials for sound isolation, and especially when you have like a hollow case. I have used a lot of drawer liner, and they are just not the same. This is way better, like way better. And I got like 8 of each, so that could be the name of a Russian guy, right? 8 of each. So any questions about the servothane? I think the most recent board that I added servothane to was not the M65, which one? It was really hollow. Oh yeah, I added to my DD Micro. Yesterday I redid it and I added some servothane because it was really hollow. And I had some leftover. So what I have are like little stripes. And then I put some on the bottom, and I also put something between the PCB and the plate, and it made a lot of difference. So I do it kind of different ways, right? Most of the time, I put it on the bottom of the case, if the case allows for it. In other instances, I put it between the PCB and the plate. So I basically take like a square, exactly the same as the plate. So if let's say I was going to put it on my M65A, I would cut it like this, right? And then with a cutting knife like this, I would go and roughly try to shape each of those squares. And then I would take it out and then cut it. It takes a lot of time, it's a lot of effort, but it's worth it. When you put it between the PCB and the plate, I think it's, because I had a lot of cases where I put the sorbothane on the bottom, and the hollowness and especially the switches, they still feel a little weird. And then if you do that and you put it between the plate and the PCB, I think it works great. And on other boards, I did add it to the bottom of the PCB as well. I stuck it at the bottom of the PCB. And let me tell you that I don't like, and I didn't know this sorbothane is the one that sticks because it's really sticky. I like the ones that are, I have a few that are non-sticky and I prefer them because they are really sticky. They are not somewhat sticky. So that's a few ways that I do the sorbothane mod, if you will. And it's also good because in less premium boards, what I do is, let's say that I'm doing this with for 65%, right? And I have all of this chunk of sorbothane left. You can like cut small pieces, put it in key positions on the bottom or between the plate, and it makes a world of difference. So I'm always trying to reuse. I may even have a few pieces here, and I do like so. I always keep those pieces around so I can use them on less premium boards. And I just did that yesterday. All right, guys. Any other questions before I wrap this up? All right, yeah, this was a quick one, but it's good. It's good that it was a quick one. Yeah, already done. Sorry, Pedro. Sorry, Pedro. That's all I had, really. But next week I have more stuff coming, and I am definitely doing a build next week. Oh, and since I got my retools, it's very likely that next week, early next week, we'll have my key code build. I'm torn between that and the keyblade, but the keyblade I can do like midweek. It's a very quick build. So we're probably doing the key code next week. Oh, and sorry, I forgot one thing. I'm going all Steve Jobs here, and there's one more thing. This thing, I forgot to talk about this thing, right? I don't know if you guys saw, there was a group I want to say a couple of months ago. That was this guy in Malaysia, and he was doing a group buy for lube where he would do the mixture for you and ship you the mixture as you selected. And the price was also quite nice. I ended up joining the GB the last day that it ran, and I finally got my vials. Hey TTY! You barely caught it. I almost finished it like 5 minutes ago, but welcome to the stream and thank you very much for joining. Quick question about your nickname. Does TTY come from the terminal standard in computers, or is that just a random, or your initial or something like that? Oh, okay, gotcha. So let's see what we have here. Let me zoom in a little bit more. So this one is GPL 205, I think. So it's 70% 205 and 30% something else. I need to check my order. So we have that. This one is 522, so no idea what that means. This one is 822. So this is also a 70-30% rate with something else. This one here is 50-50, so we have 205 and 1535, I don't know. So we have 50% of that and 50% of an oil of some sort. This one is also 30-70, but God knows what. And finally we have another one that is 70 and 30. So I think I have things like 103, 104, and very exotic 107 as well. So I'm gonna be choosing one of them to do the key code number 1. So it's gonna be 205 and something else. Maybe 205 and 107, something that I've never did before. So stay tuned for that. I can look up what those things mean on my, probably on my group buy invoice. Let me do that. Give me 1 second here. And I just ate some chocotone, and you can see that my hands are still dirty. Oh yeah, I did the Mod Z for a couple of switches, and I didn't find them to be that different from stock. Hey, Chernitaro! From stock, here's what I did. I think 4, and I put like 4 in a keyboard with 4 modems on the bottom. And I found them to be exactly the same thing as the modems. That's why I didn't pursue that mod, Pedro. Can you believe it? Like, it was like exactly the same thing, feel-wise and sound-wise. So that's why I didn't pursue that. What was it? Oh yeah, I already forgot what I was going to do. Yeah, it's, at least to my perception, right? I don't say that I'm wrong, I'm right, but to my perception, they felt exactly the same. So let me see here if I can find. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm checking one email here. One more second. Some work-related stuff that I need to reply to. All right. I'm still looking for the order for those. What's the store called? Store Uni. Let's see if I find it. Yep. Order confirmation. Let me open this in a separate window. Then I can share my screen. All right, let's see what we have here and how. So I have 5 grams of each. Okay, so they have 8 to 22. Let's see, 822 is 106. So let me do this. Let me move this quickly to the side here. So we can label those things. So 822. This one here is 106. So let me add that to the bottle so I know. This is 106. And then we have the next one is 1535 here, which is this very exotic 107. So 1535 here. So this is 107. Then the next one here is 1535, which is the same 107 but 50%. So that's that here. 107, 50%. Then we have 522. I think you guys cannot see 522. 522 is 105, so a very known combo on this one. 105. And then finally we have 1360, which is which they don't say what is basically. So I'm assuming this must be 104. Hopefully. I got into it. Did you get into it, Sind? Did you already receive yours? Did you already receive yours? And the total here was 170 Malaysian something, right? Let's see what that means. So 170, what are the tabs here? MI Air to USD. Just quickly, so you guys can see. So $40 for all of this for 5 tubes, which I think is not bad at all. What do you guys think? Yeah, exactly when I got mine as well, on the proxy. But now I have it here. Yeah, not bad at all. I think it was a very, very interesting good group buy. And they may be still selling, you know? But I am quite pleased. And I think what I'll do with, I'll experiment with 107 for the key code build, 7030. So we'll see how I like that. All right, now I think we're done. Do you guys have any other questions, anything, before I close the stream? Exactly. That's what I thought. Like the guys do the pre-mixture for you, so you don't have to worry about that, because it's hard to. Unless you like using a scale, it's hard to do like 70 to 30%. Sometimes I eyeball it and go with it. All the time, so that's what I do, right? So the Rama board, I do have one complaint, which is sometimes this Alt key doesn't register, and I already changed the switch. I already opened the thing and make sure that the screws were tightened and everything. Tightened. But I don't know what gives, but this Alt here, sometimes it just doesn't work, which is kind of frustrating. I should try replacing this PCB with the other one that I got, but yeah, right now I just clicked it and it didn't do Alt tab, but now it did. So that's what happens. Sometimes this Alt doesn't work at all. Super weird. That's a shame, yeah, for the price we pay for this board. So the good news is that my other board, the other Rama, and I may even sell this one in the future, because I got the blue one. I think it's called Lake, and I'm not sure. This is Kumo, right? Kumo or something like that. Kuro, yeah, Kuro, something like that. So this, I'm getting the navy blue as well. Kuro, yeah. You can tell that I'm really bad with names and remembering all the boards and all of that. But yeah, Kuro, that's what I mean. And the other one is the navy blue that I'm really looking forward to, because it has the golden back. Because for as much as you like the silverish one, it kind of mixes with the, and it's a fingertip trap. Look at this, like the amount of fingertips. We speak for black, yeah. Got it. I got into that drop. Let me see which color. I think probably ink. Let me double check. I got into the second instance of the... Yeah, the finger marks are terrible. Let me look here. Transactions. Tokyo keyboard. And guess what? Let me share this. Actually, look at the color right here. Let me make this a little bigger. Look at the color. So I am on that drop. Estou com inveja. I'm jealous. Yeah, nice color. The only reason I joined this is because of the ink color. Now that I'm remembering. So yeah. It's pretty nice. I think it's gonna be nice. I don't know if any of you guys joined the Canvas. Canvas has had 2 delays. You can see here on the discussions. We're checking back with shipping update. Unfortunately, due to the busy holiday shipping season, our previous estimated shipping date has been impacted. We are now on track to ship all sets by December 21st. Sorry, some parts of it was off camera. So yeah, they delayed for 2 times now. It was supposed to be here in November 6th that you can see. Hold on. So yeah, this was supposed to be shipped November 6th. Let's see what else. So we have Space Cadet that is on target. Yeah, everything is delayed. I entered this LKB, like the Prionic, January 24th, Tokyo. And then the reason I joined it is because I bought this utility kit that comes with that little knob and other nice stuff. I got into the white on black, it's supposed to come February. And of course the Susu Watari. I got into this, the NYM 96. Yeah, Susu Watari, I'm very excited about that drop. And the reason I joined NYM 96 is because I don't like the layout. Which podcaster? What do you mean? You have a podcast and I don't even know? Oh, nice. Send the link if you can on the channel here. I'll subscribe. It doesn't matter. I won't watch it all the time, but I would like to watch it once. Gacha Combiar. Let's take a look. Not here. That's cool. Very nice. Yep, definitely gonna listen to one of those. That's not something I'm into, like anime, or I don't know if that's how you say it. It's in Portuguese, but I'll take a look for sure. I'll listen to at least one episode. So I was talking about the NYM 96. Is that I don't like this layout very much. But this was a cheap enough opportunity to, you know, come on. So it was an opportunity to get into the 96 layout with a low price point, and I thought, you know, for $100, why not? So that's probably the only one I'll have ever. But yeah, I'll have a 96. Time to hear your sexy voice. You know what we can do? We can play one here. live. Let's do that. 99% of you are not gonna understand anything. I can do a quick translation, but just to hear his voice. Let's do it. The shame. I know how you feel. Can you guys hear it? Nice intro.
E sejam bem-vindos de novo ao Gacha, o seu drop em formato de podcast. E nesse nosso 32º episódio, nós vamos falar sobre Ghost in the
And
Shell.
your voice
falar...
is very
olha como é que o cara fala com vontade. Ghost in the Shell. Olha aí, mano.
Toda aquela adoração pela obra,
toda
né?
aquela malemolência, todo aquele...
Malemolência, what the fuck is malemolência?
Ah, meu amigo, aprende, procure no dicionário.
Então comigo está o malevolente Arthur.
E aí, gente, hoje nós vamos saber o que é um ser humano.
E também com ele, João.
Cara, um ser humano.
So the reason I'm stopping is because I know that most of the people here is not understanding anything, but very cool indeed. All right, my friends, with that, I am done. Like, after hearing Chernicharo's voice, I am done. You cough a lot? I didn't get that. Anything else before we wrap this up? We made it to the 1 hour marking. Look at that. No worries, man. My pleasure. All right. So, thanks everybody for the magic of the editor. Yeah. Thanks everybody for joining. And yeah, very cool, right? Very different subjects. No, thank you, City. Thanks everybody for joining, and we'll see you. I'll see you, if not this weekend, with something, like if I have some crazy ideas or if I want to do bag lubing again, I'll let you guys know. Otherwise, I'll see you guys next week when we are probably building the key code number 1 on Tuesday. Ciao, Send. Bye everybody. You guys take care and see you next time. Bye bye.